MOTOGP.
Miguel is the man in Mandalika, a famous win here for KTM in our first Indonesian Grand Prix in a quarter of a century. A brilliant podium. What a race by Miguel Oliveira. That was a brilliant ride by Miguel Oliveira. 940 days since the last Indonesian Grand Prix Central back in 1997. Later than we expected, but better late than never. Delayed on the lights, the red light comes on, and we are underway here. MotoGP action underway in Indonesia. Big wheelie off the line there for Jorge Martin in second place. Storming start from Miguel Oliveira on the number 88 factory KTM Quattararo. The PAWANG gets the whole shot, but Oliveira up into
He's doing a superb job. He's up into 13th position now, well and truly in the points, the South African. He's not, of course, got much wet weather experience at all, but on the last lap around, he was faster than everyone ahead of him, all the way up to Juan Mir in 6th position. So keep an eye out for Darren Binder chasing his way through the field.
Right now, Darren Binder is going to be the rider of the day. Astonishing performance given his experience. Well, this is the first time, really. It is. He's had a full wet weather experience on that with you RNF Yamahas. This is a really big, intense battle for 8th spot, and it is being led by the superb rookie. Look at this battle. Here comes Enea Bastianini up the inside of Darren Binder. He's got that move done. You know that Binder, though, is not going to let him have it for nothing, and he fights straight back. He leans on the world championship leader. Great stuff, and Bastianini's got sucked into it there, hasn't he? Engaging with Darren Binder.
Look at the star-studded company in this group, and they're being led by the rookie up from Moto3 last season. Darren Binder is having an absolutely storming ride.
Whoa! Brotherly love. What about brotherly love?
Darren looks over and he's suddenly well aware who that is. The World Championship leader is sinking without trace, and Enea Bastianini is down in 20th position at the moment. He's lapping in the 144s. He's 3 seconds a lap slower than this duo out the front.
Whoa! Unbelievable. That was incredible. What a save by Pecco Bagnaia.
Yeah, he's rejoined in 12th place. He's just behind Brad Binder. He's touched the white line and he's gone way off track.
Wow, that was a monumental scare for Pol Espargaro. That was huge.
Brad Binder, he's dropped back to 11th now, which could keep Enea Bastianini in the lead of the World Championship. He's in 14th. He's just gone past Pecco Bagnaia, who's having a nightmare in these closing stages.
Who's going to win this heated battle for 7th?
Brad Binder, I think. He's just ahead of Aleix Espargaro. Darren's got Enea Bastianini behind him as Pol Espargaro is looking to try and steal some late points from the World Championship leader. But it looks like Brad Binder who's going to take those 8 World Championship points for 8th place. Pol Espargaro coming through your frame. He's down in 12th position, but it is Brad Binder from Aleix Espargaro. Pecco Bagnaia takes the final point, just 1 point from the first 2 races for Bagnaia.
Who's coming? Yeah, Zarco's lined that up brilliantly. Into turn 12, it was all about the power he could get through the ground out of turn number 11. He made that look so simple. Here comes
Zarco. He's showing a wheel on the inside, but Miller is able to brake late enough and force Zarco out wide. Zarco kind of being wrong-footed there by the Australian up ahead of him. Head down into turn 10. Is he going to go up the inside? He is.
Yeah, he's worked that move. He's looked at that move a couple of times. He gets him way too hot. They've got to be careful there.
Here comes Johan Zarco then once again having a look, but he just cannot outbrake Jack Miller into turn 10. He gets up, but Miller outbreaks himself, and that's just the opportunity Zarco needs. He'll have the inside now into turn 11, and that should be enough for him to move into 3rd place finally.
Zarco does take 3rd, and Zarco pick him off out of that final corner on the brakes at the first corner. Quattararo's going the wrong way here. He made a great start, but it's all unravelling pretty quickly here for the world champion.
Here's what happened to Fabio Quattararo. I said earlier on in the warm lap, don't touch the curbs. And Fabio Quattararo got on the curb and it just lost him all his momentum. Next fastest rider on track was Fabio Quattararo. He's certainly growing in confidence in these wet conditions.
What's going on here with Alex Rins? Has he got some kind of a problem? Because Quattararo just eases on through as well.
He goes, look, up the inside into turn 16. Has he left his brake a little bit too late? No, that's beautifully done. Quattararo, who at one point looked as if he was fading this race, is now back into the podium positions.
And Zarco can just blitz on by us. Quattararo has a big moment there on a bit of standing water, a puddle that caught out Jorge Martin, and he does indeed lose that spot. Oh! Here he can't resist anymore though, can he? Quattararo up the inside into turn 12. This has been a brilliant recovery by Fabio Quattararo. His last 5 or 6 laps have been sensational. The world champion's ride from the world champion. Really good second place there for Fabio Quartararo, and a valuable 20 points taken for the poleman.
Look at these routines for Fabio Quartararo. I don't think I've ever seen him as excited as that, having won a Grand Prix. That is a serious result for a rider who hasn't shown his best work in wet conditions before, but we certainly saw the best of Fabio Quartararo today.
There from the third row by Miguel Oliveira. He started 7th and immediately slots himself in to second place behind Fabio Quartararo. Here comes Jack Miller then up the inside of Miguel Oliveira into turn 10, and he's got that move stuck. That's brilliant by the Ducati mountain place. Here comes Oliveira. That's the battle for the race lead, and it's now in the advantage of the Portuguese man. Miguel Oliveira snaps up the inside of Jack Miller coming into turn 12. Oliveira on course here for a famous first win in Indonesia.
And Miguel Oliveira on course for his 4th career victory in MotoGP.
Miguel is the man in Mandalika. A famous win here for KTM in our first Indonesian Grand Prix in a quarter of a century. A brilliant podium. What a race by Miguel Oliveira. That was a brilliant ride by Miguel Oliveira.
Jangan lupa untuk share dan juga subscribe.